Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate you all for being here and being a part of the live stream. I really, really appreciate you. And let's jump on into the live and see what's going on for Bitcoin on the weekly candle glow. Let's talk about POLX popping to the upside. Bang, bang, bang. Shout out to anyone that may or may not have learned about POLX. And we have the biggest gainer in the game right now, Metaverse. I went over Metaverse. Why? I don't know. I saw this inverted head and shoulder. It looked nice to me. I saw that it was hanging out, doing its thing inside this beautiful ascending triangle. And I said, man, I like this thing. Metaverse was on the radar. This thing is up 120 some odd %. The size of the candle is 292, still holding massive gains. Shout out to anybody that may or may not have got in to Metaverse, MCUSDT. And I did a nice little neat Metaverse idea here. The Metaverse. The Metaverse. Reminds me of matcha tea, but it's Metaverse, right? And here I posted the Metaverse here. 210 at 8:55 in the morning, up early, working Metaverse. 4-hour possible inverted head and shoulder. Showing you this idea of the shoulder right there. Perfect place to get in. Right down there at about 8 cents. If I'm not mistaken, that was basically your bottom, 7.998 cents. This thing is booming at 17 cents. Imagine doubling up just by tripping over this education, seeing this setup, putting this setup, drawing it yourself, seeing that it made sense to you because you had the education, and making gains of the biggest coin in the game on a Sunday night. While the market is iffy and nobody knows what's really going on, we're taking Metaverse all down, baby. Shout out to anyone that did or did not play Metaverse. Maybe you learned something from Metaverse. Very, very interesting. DSLA continues to pump. FRA was huge. Phantom Agogo making the Bobo. All right. And the rest of the market pretty flat with a bunch of short tokens kind of taking the bit of a cake here. All right. So that's kind of what we see happening. Let's break down Bitcoin and talk about it. Let's see what happened to Bitcoin. Pretty lackluster day, if you ask me. Let's take a look. So you watched my morning update this weekend, and we talked about the fact that we would bounce to the upside off the bottom of the channel. We did that. Then we made this flag, and it looked like we may retest on the 50-minute as we were oversold. However, the 1 hour almost all day was bearish, and you had to respect that the 1 hour was eventually going to come down and slap it to you, and it did. It took the dump, and what it did is it lost this point of control at 21,800. Kind of, we lost being above it. I mean, here we got a nice move back to 22,000. Things were looking somewhat nice. This move did play out a little bit to the upside, all right? And at that point, stop losses brought to break even, a little bit of a scalp, and then it got shrugged down off, and that trade ended up playing out to either tiny, tiny wins. One thing that I talk about is the 4-hour 200 SMA. Right now, we're struggling. We got to get back above this 200 SMA. Super important. And the daily, we don't want to give up the daily 200 SMA on price action. So we're far away from that now. We have some time until that could continue, but we shall see. We shall see. So let's take a look here. What's happening in a Bitcoin? The 4-hour wants to dump on your face. However, you have tweezer bottoms, which is very kind of contradictory. 4-hour took a dump, but you got bought back up hard. Now, I started buying into Bitcoin because the bigger time frames, the daily, 22 hours, suggesting a bit of a move. Eventually, they're showing that this is our higher low compared to this, and we're eventually going to put in a higher high. We may go up and down, a bunch of minutia, but it's really saying that this is going to be, you have 1, 2, now you're getting 3 to 4 candles closing above this resistance. That, to me, is suggesting this is our higher low, just like it took 1, 2, 3, 4 here to give us this higher low. Same idea for Bitcoin. So I'm beginning to get into BTC. You saw me. I'm beginning to build some bags. I always keep some on the sidelines in case I'm wrong, but I'm beginning to build a bag. All right? You do whatever makes you happy. So things going pretty well. Total market cap, 966. We're going to take a look at that as well. So daily, 22 hour, just breaking that down, look good. 4-hour is very overbought. And, just by the probability, we are going to get a dump to the downside. The first measured move would be a double bottom here, somewhere at 21,005. If we lose this area, we careen down to 20,900. When we get there, we'll break it down again and go from there. All right. How is the audio? Is the audio good again? I'm seeing some funny signal for whatever reason, but it seems like we're all right. We're barely peaking a little bit on the red. Usually I'm higher on my board, but I'll take it as long as you guys are happy and the audio is crispy. I'm going to keep it pumping. So let's break it down. Let's look at the 1-hour time frame. Could we still be inside of a zone here? Could we still be considered inside? Or, to me, no. To me, we fell out and we're playing with getting back into the zone. Makes me more comfortable to believe that we fell out than try to ride inside. I'll put a secondary channel just to keep myself comfy, but it doesn't mean that I believe it. It just so I could kind of remember it. I've seen this play out in my mind. I've seen this as a head, this is a shoulder, and this is kind of a shoulder and dump you to the downside. So just something to keep yourself wary of. Let's look at our 7-minute. 7-minute had a bit of a shoulder, a head and a shoulder too, but we got so far I move up. Not looking amazing. BOOKMAP really not providing a lot of data as well. Pretty flat on a Sunday night for the weekly candle close. We're going to take a look at the weekly candle. I just wanted to look at what I see happening for Bitcoin. Right now I see bearish retest of this area, 1-hour time frame oversold. So can we get a bit of a bounce? We did. How much more? We got more, definitely more momentum. So here's the deal. Can we get back above the zone? Bitcoin has to close candles. I'm going to get rid of this because it's annoying for me and for you. So we got our measured move. This is the bigger measured move. This is the length of the pole. See that? That's likely where you're going to go if we take a big dump and we lose this area. All right. Smaller area is the base of the triangle, and that's basically this area too. So we don't, we got that covered for you. This flag we watched today on the 15-minute began to break out. Had some nice candle action. As you can see, it was actually a pretty nice breakout. It's actually, quick little swing trade. Good enough for some gains, and then it gave them all back and began to plummet to the downside. Technically, made an M pattern, right? Every time you see a falling wedge, it's either going to break out. Come on. It's either going to break out or it's going to make a bit of an M pattern and dump to the downside. This ended up making the M. Couldn't make a high higher than the previous resistance. And lo and behold, you get a break to the downside for Bitcoin. So on the radar is Bitcoin every single day. This is Electro House Penguin Fiesta from Mangofeld. From Magno Field. Yeah, Magno Field, Penguin Fiesta. Shout out to Mango Field with Penguin Fiesta. All right. This is how I get down. One more time. One more time, baby. One more time. One more time. Let's go. Let's go. Woo. Woo. Yeah. Woo. Man, I'm sorry. Wow, that thing was going hard. Shout out to everybody here on the live, getting me going. The Super Bowl got me going. Shout out to Patrick Mahomes for taking it. Kansas City Chiefs. I told my parents, I told everyone I knew, I wanted the Eagles to win, but I kept saying, Patrick Mahomes is going to take it. Patrick Mahomes is going to take it. But here, bounce, 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 resistance. You're overbought on the 7. Bitcoin has to get back above this level to remain bullish. I'm telling you right now, if you see Bitcoin starting to trouble here, another top here, we're going to start to drop to this area. Then our next area is down here. Okay? So just be ready. If you're going to store it, if I was in a short, I would stay in a short. Okay? Really no reason to lose this short yet, unless the 1 hour candle can boom us to the upside and change things up a little bit. Boom, boom, boom. So that's what we're looking at right now. The 1 hour time frame is oversold. A little bit of bullish divergence right here. Just a wee bit. Just a wee bit. Tiny bit right here. As you swing low is to the downside. But on the RSI here, we have a movement to the upside. Very nicely done here on the 15-minute. And that, my friends, is bullish divergence. However, it gets you to pump only to your next resistance. Shout out to Gina, Bombina. Shout out to Love Learning. Shout out to everybody here. T-Dub, Waleed Salim, Verdier, Holdo, Crypto, and everybody here on the late night impromptu Crypto Lifer after the Super Bowl weekly candle close live stream, which had an extremely long title. Okay? Remember, I bought Bitcoin at $21,800 for $5,000 last night. Tonight, it sits at $21,800. Exactly where I bought it. Pretty insane. Shout out to Sammy Bombani, Gina Bobina, and everybody out there in the guns and loaded. Shout out to Patricio, Trevor TVA. Shout out to all the lovers of cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. Shout out to everyone who loves finance, just learning about how to grow their pockets fatter. Everyone that wants to get down in. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here on the late night impromptu stream after the Super Bowl. 456 beautiful souls in the live. Unbelievable. 200 likes on the live stream, and let's break it down. So Bitcoin, as you can see, is at a premium resistance, which is the diagonal bottom of this ascending triangle. It must get back inside. I showed you this could be a shoulder, a head, and a bit of a right shoulder area. It could even be a double right shoulder. There's a point of control we're battling with at 21,800. I told you it's all about the 8s. I wish I could get a bunch of people to say it behind me, like, it's all about the 8s. Right? But we all know it's all about the 8s. It's all about the 8s. If you know me, how many times have I brought up the 8s, baby? Love a good 8. Shout out to Gina Bombina. Love a good 8. What is an 8? I don't know. You're scaring me, Gina. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Hit those likes. Shout out to Crypto Cash all the way from Tahoe, baby. Shout out to everybody here. Shout out to the 777s in the game. Episode 770. And it's episode 770. 770 episodes. We're coming at you. Can you believe it? 770 episodes coming at you continuously without days off. Banging on them. Sometimes I have a beard. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I have a shirt. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I have a hat. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes glasses. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I have a tie. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I have a coat. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I have a pocket square. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I have pants on. Sometimes... I have pants on. I always have pants on. Stop it. You know what I'm saying. I'm just every single day here on the live, kicking it with all you beautiful, lovely people. And I just love the night shows, the late night. I am like a night owl. I get crazy at night. I'm just not the same guy at night as I am in the morning. Feel so different in the morning. At night, I'm out there looking around. I'm like an owl. You can bounce if you want. You can leave your friends behind. You're so... Bro, when there's a bounce with a green candle and then it creates a bear flag, what does that theory say to us? Can't wait for episode 777. Dude, that's going to be next week on the weekly candle close. It's going to be a weekly candle close 770. Unbelievable. Shortlist is the best. Yeah. A total crypto market cap death cross on the horizon possible. Keep it up, man. I will. I was watching this dude with an equalizer board so he could loop himself. Thank you, man. I appreciate you doing that. I have some extra straight Tiger Bomb that I brought in Singapore. Send it on through, please, to the P.O. box. I'll take anything. No. Been out for a group for a month since my wife lost my bank card. Just got a new one. Back in the group tomorrow. I feel like I lost my kryptonite for a month. Don't worry. We'll lead you on. We love you. We got you. You were where you were supposed to be for whatever reason. Sometimes it's nice to take a break. So look, this could be a flag, but I see a shoulder, head, and a shoulder. We're battling this line. You know, at the end of the day, it's most likely that the 15-minute here gets rejected and we come back to the downside unless we get a crazy short squeeze. Let's bring in the beautiful people at BOOKMAP. Let's bring in the beautiful people at BOOKMAP. And so thank you so much, BOOKMAP people. You people are amazing. So look, BOOKMAP is showing us where the liquidity lies on order books. How many people want to buy and sell Bitcoin? Like there's 900 Bitcoins that want to be sold at 22,400. But then there's 500 and 400 Bitcoins that want to be sold between 21,002 and 21,003. That's about 1,000 Bitcoins as well. So we have orders. The deepest order is up here because it's the darkest. The darkest is the thickest order. And then even up here, we have a move. So it looks more likely that we'll taste 21.9 tonight. But even then, it looks like we're going to wake up sideways or a little down. If I had to guess, which I don't like to guess, but if I just looked at the probability, it looks like we'll go sideways or down. All right, we'll look at man for you in a second. I got an alert there. You'll be nice to see my own personal alert. And you'll see what's going on. I'll explain that in a split second. Shout out to the 476 beautiful souls on the live. 228 likes. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate you all for coming on in. It's your wonderful time. Thank you for sharing your most precious asset, which is your time. Because without your time, there is no show. Also, I don't like to overtrade Sunday night into Monday morning. I always let the dust settle. We chill out. We take gains. Don't worry. It's every single week. It's every single day. But I like to trade at the most opportune times of liquidity. All right? Super chats are open. Get them in. Shout out to Gina. Thank you for the love. Thank you for pirating the ship. Pirating the ship? Or no, steering the ship. Must have been a slip, but you know. Need a trading platform. AltTradey. If you want to use AltTradey, that's how I get in out of many different trades. Jump on in today. Automated system. The guy who created it, one of the smartest people that I've met and worked with. Shout out to the whole team. If I need anything, I reach out. I know them personally. We've had multiple sit-downs together. I wouldn't work with a company if I couldn't sit down face-to-face with the owner. AltTradey is amazing. I put my name on AltTradey. I work with AltTradey, and they're great. Automated trading system. Really, really nice. Swing down to swing down, swing up to swing up. Getting that bounce, but a resistance. And this, look, this to me is also the same idea here. You have a shoulder. You have a head, you have a bit of a right shoulder. I would be careful here for a reversal back to the downside somewhere touching 21,500 area. So to me, it looks like we have more downside or sideways behavior, if anything, for Bitcoin. If I had to call it, also this line here that we're kind of retesting, this diagonal trend line doesn't make me feel toasty. So I just want to see Bitcoin get back in this circled area. We get back in here, okay, I'll calm down and we're sideways. All coins like when Bitcoin goes sideways. So if Bitcoin even comes down here and hangs out, this will be considered a range. And if Bitcoin can just range out here for a while, even if it eventually dumps, whatever it does, the altcoins won't care for this time. But if Bitcoin can just range out here, even if it's somewhat of a big range, and just kind of like, you never know, this could end up being a bigger pattern. We don't know. We will watch it closely. Point of the story is, as long as Bitcoin finds some type of range and happy medium, the altcoins will fly, and we'll be in okay shape. So we're gonna look at total too. We're gonna look at total. A little shark fin I drew there inside of a nice little sunset circle. I never knew I was such a good artist on the show. So look, we're looking for Bitcoin to get in the daily and the 4-hour candle to get back in the zone. If we don't get back in the zone, we're in some trouble. Total market cap, we broke down this morning, really nice and neat. We're still kind of sitting on these zones. And, you know, I was showing that we could consolidate in this box and then make a shoulder ahead and a right shoulder and still have a huge move to the upside. Don't laugh. That's not what you think it is. When you were at school and you had a marker and you drew it all over the school, don't laugh. That's ridiculous. I didn't say ridiculous. I said ridiculous. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Don't do it. You're better than this. You're better than me. You can do this. So look, total market cap. Can it hold the zone? If it doesn't, we're going further down. But so far, it's showing signs of a higher low. Everybody's afraid to get in. Everybody's wondering, do we go lower? Everyone is scared. A lot of people are scared. The creepy thing is the fear and greed index should be a lot higher, in my humble opinion. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. I mean, it's back to a 48. It's starting to creep below neutral, but it's still in the neutral zone, but it's below neutral. To me, anything below 50 is fair game. So, like, I'm always buying Bitcoin below 50, but way more here in this zone. But this is a good zone for me. Not too shabby. All right. So let's take a look at the total market cap. Right now, the 1 hour wants to bounce. So right now, the 1 hour wants to bounce. Unlike Bitcoin's 1 hour, which is over. But let's take a look at Bitcoin's 1 hour. Oh, no. So Bitcoin wants to bounce too. This is interesting. So here, I mean, you had the rising wedge. You broke to the downside. You're in this falling wedge here with a measured move up. 68% chance you break to the upside. You kind of have a shallow cup and handle vibe here. You got some vibes of a cup and handle. I didn't see this. Please forgive me. Sammy cup and hattie to the upside. Suggests that we could get a bounce tonight. Look at this. I mean, we're oversold. That's a hidden bullish kind of in a way. No, not a hidden bullish. I'm not going to go that far, but almost we had that bullish divergence that we looked at. Look on the 15. That's a strong bullish divergence. I'll tell you that right now. That suggests that that could definitely be your bottom there before a bigger move to the upside. I like what I'm seeing here. 4 hour time frame needs to come down, but it could get flipped by that 1 hour. Right now, you know, a lot of people ask me, how did you make that call? How did you figure it out when everything looked this or that? And you know what I tell them? I'm gonna reveal basically. Should I reveal my special sauce right now? Should I? The people want to hear it. The people want it. Should I reveal my special sauce? Who here thinks I should really give away my secret of all secrets? I don't know if I can. I'm going to keep it to myself tonight. Maybe on another day. No. Maybe I will. How many people? We got to see the Chaco crazy. If the Chaco's insane, like just starts flying, like it looks like I could run it on a treadmill like this. If the trap looks like I'd run on a treadmill, then the secret's going to come out. But it just doesn't really look like it's running like a treadmill to me. It's running kind of like, it's a little dinky. Oh, I mean, that's, okay, I could run that. I think I could run on that. That's running good. Can I keep running? Oh my God, I got to keep up. Can I keep up? I don't think I can keep up with that. Oh, okay, it's a little jogging. Oh, I'm back to a jog. Oh my God. Okay, you guys did it. Okay, you did it. You did it. Okay, you did it. Oh my God. Okay, check it out. Here's my special sauce. Now, when I say it, you're probably going to be like, that was the special sauce, but it's specialer than you realize if you can really listen to what I'm saying. Check it out. So I'll look at like the 4 hour and it will look like it's going to tank. And a lot of people will be like, okay, I have to short that. And they'll short it. But I was like the man with like just time frame after time frame. And so many times when I didn't watch my lower time frame, I got spanked. So I learned to just trade my time frames in tandem. So like basically, yes, the 4 hour looks bad. But can the 1 hour give us a move first? And I always am open-minded. It's really the open-mindedness It's staying very open-minded. The key is letting the 1 hour breathe every single time. See, but that's not easy to do because a lot of people see the 1 hour, but then they'll see all these other time frames and they won't trade it. But me, like, I'll always trade, like, certain times, whatever, but most of the time, 80, 90% of the time when I'm looking and I see the 1 hour in a falling wedge, oversold in the Stokes, I'm taking it. I'm taking it with the MACD and the RSI. Like, if I have a system to trade, and if I see the system, I'm ready to go. So what will happen is some people will be stuck and they won't know what to do. I just know, hey, I'll long that 1 hour when it's oversold and these parameters are in place. You know what I mean? And I just know that that's what I'm going to do, and I do it most of the time. So if you have a system, identify it, right? My system has been identified. It has lack of momentum in the MACD. RSI is below 50 and curving, right? Stochastics are curving. We're in a falling wedge, cup and handle, double bottom, right? And we're hanging right here at a point of control. We get back above this point of control, we can make bacon on the beach. And locally, if I zoom in locally here, there's a nice gap of the VRVP. Is there not? Nice little shallow gap here in the VRVP. We could easily skate back to liquidity, back to the $1 trillion that we lost. So, and again, and the thing is, I know I could be 100% wrong, and we might just make a half a pump, and we could dump down here, and we could be at zero. But I give the 1 hour its respect that it's due. So I give the time frames the respect that they're given. All right? I give the time frames the respect that they're given. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. And I don't overthink it when I'm inside of a time frame. I let that time frame play out so basically stay in the present moment. It's a lot of philosophies of life, but they transcend into trading. And I keep telling people a lot of things in trading are transcending from life. Look, 277 likes. That's what I'm talking about. The 77 on episode 77. 577 people are coming in probably soon. I wouldn't be surprised. Shout out to all the beautiful people here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate you all for being here. I'll be on Miss Teen Crypto tomorrow at 1:30 Eastern Time. And my show, get ready, UFO trending all over the place. It's been crazy. So, can't let my kids watch. Yeah, the same thing happened to us. We turned it off for the kids. Used to be able to watch football with the family. Not anymore, apparently. Everyone's upset about the refs, whatever. I mean, come on, man. It says on your ticket that it could be entertainment right off the bat. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. There's my Cinnabon. So, what are your Bitcoin goals for 2023, if any, or other coins? Are you looking to build bags? Okay. What are your Bitcoin goals for 2023, if any, or other coins? Are you looking to build bags? Cryptocurrency, might as well say that, I mean, or crypto trading and cryptocurrency. But let us know here at Twitter. I would greatly appreciate it. These are live. These are done live to engage the community and to get your voice be heard. With my voice as your voice together, we speak here on Twitter. What are your Bitcoin goals for 2023, if any? Okay? If any. All right? And we tweet the chat. 333 in chat revenue. May God bless you all. All right, let's make sure. What are your Bitcoin goals for 2023, if any? Or other coins? Are you looking to build bags? Pretty, weird language, right? But anyway, this stuff is crazy trending right now. Rigged, UFO, the other thing. I mean, Twitter is insane. But follow me on Twitter, at CryptoLifer33. 10,009 followers, on our way to 11,000, our fastest 1,000 we ever hit. Thank you so much for the love. I greatly appreciate that, showing us that we are strong. Bitcoin getting back inside of the pattern, in my humble opinion. This candle wants to push us back in. The 1 hour says no. This is a bear trap. I just wanted to make people think we were going to leave the pattern. We're going to go back inside. It looks like tomorrow morning we wake up somewhere in here inside the pattern. We go sideways, and looks like we may have a good Monday, Tuesday to trade some altcoins. So get ready to get juicy with the lifer. I'm going to be kicking it with you. I hope you're going to be ready to kick it with me. Unidentified shot down, over Lake Huron. They shot down an unidentified object over Lake Huron is the news here. So if you look up Lake Huron, UFO, something went on here. U.S. shoots down a flying object near Canadian border, Washington. U.S. military fighter jets on Sunday. Fighter jets on Sunday shot down an octagonal object over Lake Huron. The Pentagon said the latest incident since a suspected China surveillance balloon put North American security forces high on alert. It was the fourth flying object to be shot down over North America by a U.S. missile in a little more than a week. The U.S. Force General Glenn Verhoek, who is tasked with safeguarding the U.S. airspace, told reporters that the military has not been able to identify what the three most recent objects are, how they stay aloft, or where they are coming from. We call them objects, not balloons, for a reason. So the thing is, the balloon was one thing. Don't get this confused with the balloon. See, what's happening is the balloons came and everyone was like, But then we shot these down. It's almost like the balloons were trying to cover up this or something. I don't know what's going on. I don't want to go too far into something I shouldn't. But I just have to tell you that we did actually shoot down an unidentified flying object over Lake Huron here in the United States today during this, like a few hours before the Super Bowl. So they had to make the Super Bowl a tie game to the end. Isn't it getting like wrestling now? 35-35 with a minute left? Make you watch it all the way to the end? Is it fixed? Who here thinks the NFL is fixed? Is the NFL fixed? Let me know. We'll put up a poll here. We'll put it here on Twitter. Do you think that the NFL is fixed or rigged? For sure. I'll give you a few answers here. For sure, no way, you never know, I know nothing. I guess those are the same. I'll get rid of I know nothing. Or we'll call this one, we'll say I know nothing. How do I get rid of this one? There you go. Do you think that the NFL is fixed or rigged? All right. Do you think the NFL is fixed or rigged? I want to know. I want to know what the people think here that follow me, the people that are out here on YouTube. Do you think the NFL is fixed or rigged? For sure, no way, I know nothing. Let us know what you feel here on YouTube and Twitter. Just want to see what people think. Seems to be a lot of people seem to think this. I don't know. I'm kind of in the middle. So this is a bit of a cup and handle double bottom. That's a low. That's a higher low. The cool thing is this also has a strong bullish divergence right here. And that 15-minute had a strong bullish divergence as well right there. Those two bullish divergences are telling me that we may get another move to the upside here and defy this kind of shoulder head and right shoulder that we had going on for Bitcoin. As you can see earlier in the day, we did make a bottom in a wick to 966, but since then $6 billion has been implemented, injected like oil into a turkey on Thanksgiving, right into the market. They injected it just like a turkey baster, just putting the flavor right back into the market. $6 billion on a Sunday night, right back into the market for total market cap. So let's watch this. This doesn't mean we're definitely going to the upside. This means let's watch the 15-minute and the 1-hour time frame. Let's see if they can give us some bacon on the beach. 4-hour time frame says no way, but it does have some wicks to the upside as well, which is very interesting to me. So when we look at the 4-hour time frame, it's overbought and pointing down, but it has two big wicks to the upside showing buy pressure, and it's back above this point of control. As long as the 4-hour can stay above 966, we seem to have a fighting chance that this 1-hour can push us back to the upside and break this previous high. Bitcoin must break back above 982 in order for the bulls to basically break this downward trend and give us a chance for a move to the upside. So you're looking at $982 billion. That's your money move. That's where you need to get back above to have some bacon on the beach. Then we zoom out to our smaller time frame, our bigger time frame, after we kind of did our thing, and we show you the levels to watch for Bitcoin. If we lose this level, we come into my box here in between 882 and 945. We lose 882, we go to 828. And we'll take you through the market cap every single day on my show, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. Tonight was a little late due to the Super Bowl. I did not want to fight the biggest, most watched show on earth. I think that would be a smart idea, right? So that's what I did. I also had the biggest gainer in the market today, Metaverse, and I talked about it a couple days ago, and we absolutely nailed it. Shout out to anyone that got into Metaverse for a gain of 293% gains in total. The chart's too big for me to even look at it. It's insanity, and it's still holding a gain of 123. And honestly, it may not be done. We're going to look at it in the smaller time frame. This thing may really not be done. One of the biggest gainers I've ever seen in my life on a daily candle ever on Super Bowl Sunday in the trading group. We get to celebrate the wins. Shout out to anyone and everybody that saw this amazing gains in the market. Booming to the upside. Unbelievable. Metaverse, again, top gainer in the market on a Sunday night. Top gainer in the market on a Sunday night. I'm so proud to be alive. Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. Metaverse, banging on them to the upside. Metaverse, unbelievable. 294% gains in total for the Metaverse. All right. Everyone wants to know what's up with the AI coins. I know it. I get it. Let's just finish off here with Total 2. The entire market cap of all, Total 3, the entire market cap of all the cryptocurrencies, excluding Ethereum and Bitcoin. So we can just see where all the smaller coins rest. And we have this nice support zone that we're holding comfortably right here. Can we make this, nice, symmetrical triangle, some type of bullish consolidation? Can we not lose the zone? We lose the zone, we're definitely kind of coming to 355. We're hugging 360. We lose 355. We come all the way back down to 335. So, this is 355, 360 is kind of our last line in the sand here to hold on. And we're oversold on the daily. 22 is beat to the ground at this point with well-established hidden bullish divergence at this point, telling us that this is highly likely going to be a higher low for us based on the hidden bullish divergence. The 4-hour just needs to come down. It's actually a lot lower than the other time frames, which is actually a really good sign that tomorrow morning looks like we may be at the end of this dump. 1 hour is looking for a move here. So look, this double bottomed already in my humble opinion. So we're looking for a bit of a double bottom here on the altcoins and a bounce back through this gap to the upside, back to this liquidity zone. This could be a nice move for the alts, at least back to this zone before we consolidate again. So again, this 1 hour is in the same idea on the altcoins as it is on the total market cap. You got this cup. You got this high handle. Shabby cup and handy to the upside. Can you get the move is the question. And we're going to watch this 1 hour time frame tonight on watch like the Watchman. And we're gonna see where we head. So again, that's kind of what I see for Bitcoin, and I broke it down. Now a short squeeze. We do see a big order at 22.4 now. Suggested, hey, that's the only biggest order we see. One kind of here too, but it's a little chintzy. This is the biggest order now. Suggests that we may get a short squeeze tonight. The 1 hour also suggested right now it's already starting. We see 15,000, 5,000, and 1,000 squeezed right now as we speak. We're going to duplicate this. We're going to jump on into Bitcoin USD on the all-time history index. And we're going to take a look at that weekly close. Pay homage to Bitcoin in that weekly candle. So it says we opened at 22,939, the high. We opened up here. The high was 23,445. The low was 21,463. We were closed at 21,787, down $1,151.04, down 5.02%, basically a 5% loss for Bitcoin on the week. 2 weeks after 1, 2, 3, 4 beautiful green weeks. 2 weeks to the downside in a row. This week attempting to do a tweezer bottom here. And I've also pointed this out many times. Look how strong this weekly support is here for Bitcoin. Where 2 weekly candles closed is a very strong area, and we're revisiting this weekly area of support and resistance. I was also talking so much about 23,300 so much because I knew that was a weekly support. I don't know if you remember when we were above it, I kept going over this area so many times because of where these 2 candles had closed. Okay? So we're hanging out at a weekly support. We lose this, our next bigger area is 20,900. So, and you can kind of see that level on the other time frames too. It's not that unbelievable. Another interesting concept here is this would be a shoulder, a head, and another shoulder depending on how we end up moving out. But this is very interesting and on the radar for a possible move. There's also a gap here back of the VRVP. Means if we get some support here, we can easily get back up here. And then there's a gap here, which means if we get some support, we can easily gap up back to this liquidity zone and gap back up for Bitcoin to 30,000. So just these are the things that I'm looking at. All right. And we're going to take it one day at a time. And we could get here, make a bear flag. This could start to drop and this is over, and I'll be doing something different. Every day I'm here. I'll be back tomorrow morning. Then I'll be doing updates. And if you're in my trading group, you're going to get all my insight, all my tips and tricks. For instance, earlier in the week, a lot of people didn't know what was going on. They were freaking out. They were looking at Bitcoin, right? I woke up in the middle of the morning. I was watching it, and I drew this head and shoulder for everybody. And you can ask everybody in my trading group, no BS, and you can go watch my other, and I said, hey, watch out. I should be really careful. And then I said, and inside of this, we have a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder here. I said, that's very bearish. I said, I'd be looking for a move to the downside through this gap. I said, there's a gap of the VRVP. It's very likely that we drop to the downside here and end up down here at our next liquidity zone. It's exactly what we did. It wasn't that hard to figure out, but I'm just saying, if I was just trading, I wouldn't have been able to figure this out. And being in a trading group for $3 a day and being able to know where Bitcoin was going to go or have the highest probability, not know, but I don't know where Bitcoin's going to go, but to have the probability, to be able to understand, to be able to know how to know. That's the key, what I mean. To be able to know how to know what the probability is for Bitcoin and to be able to be pretty spot on over and over again will change your life. All right. And so that's what I teach every single Tuesday from 3 to 5:30. If you want to take class with me every Tuesday from 3 to 5:30, I teach this class. Jump on in. I show you all the indicators that I'm using. I give you a 9-point PowerPoint checklist. I give you risk management. I talk about tools. Risk management is a lot of things that nobody uses, nobody knows about. Just proper equations to use for any trader. And again, I'll never look at your portfolio. I'll never ask you for your money, nothing like that. This class will be completely education. You're a student, I'm a teacher, but we'll break down so many awesome tips and tricks for you to keep you along your way, to get you situated. You will feel better after the class about your entire trading career and about your life. I'm telling you right now, I can't wait to bring that to your attention. So let's see what's going on with the Twitter. What do you people think? For sure, no way. So 69% of the 117 fast votes. Do you think the NFL is fixed or rigged? 65% people think the NFL is rigged. Wow. Patriots won after 9/11. Unite the country with a patriotic theme, winning the Super Bowl. That was when I first got suspicious. Interesting. So we're shooting down UFOs. Things are getting crazy. It's out of control. Life is bugging out. Bitcoin's holding 21.8. Bitcoin's back above the zone, though, getting a little bit of a pump here. Back above the channel. And again, the measured move of this falling wedge here. We took this flag just because we're calm and collected. And remember, at the end of the day, this is a cup. Technically in a handle. Because look, this is your handle. This could be your handle here. And here's your cup. Cooper Cup. Funny, the other Super Bowl seems just like yesterday. Seems like just yesterday that I watched that other Super Bowl. It's crazy. And there's your cup and handle that Bitcoin could get a big move out of to the upside. So we're watching this idea. But again, at the end of the day, you're back inside an ascending triangle with a 50-50. So that's how I look at it, right? But there's just ideas on the horizon for sure. There's ideas on the horizon. And there's bullish divergence that we showed you 2 times in a row. So far, it is playing out very nicely. It was very strong on the 15-minute. All right. very strong on the 15 minute. So the 1 hour time frame, let's see how much bacon on the beach it can give us. Let's see what we can do. And we know our horrible areas of resistance. Like if Bitcoin can't get back above 21,900, we're in trouble. And if Bitcoin can't make a new high above this peak high, we're in trouble. But for now, like I said, can we get back above this area here for now? Can we get back above this comfortably? Can we get back inside the pattern? And then we'll take it one step at a time, one day at a time. We'll be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. to break it down and show you what's going on. All right. As far as altcoins are, I don't like to overtrade, but it looks like if Bitcoin can get that pump, a lot of the altcoins that we're looking at and that we've been kind of breaking down could get a bit of a move. Let's look at Matrix AI, which has been on my radar, a low cap AI coin. Made a nice pump to the upside here. Look at that Adam and Eve double bottom that I drew. 17%, came back down, testing this point of control here for Matrix AI. And I initially put it here. This thing is mooning. So far, it's already up 22%. In total, it went up 36% from once I put it out. Matrix AI off that hidden bullish divergence. Now I look at it differently as the music stopped, right? As I said that, maybe you want to heed that. I would write down hidden bullish immediately, man. The universe wanted me to hear that for some reason. So measured move, if this thing can continue to hold its own, did a pretty sweet fib retracement here, down to the 618, bouncing, holding the 0.5 fib as we speak. Great place to possibly load up. This thing looks like it could blast to the upside. Again, when a coin's hot, I don't even, of course I look at all my oscillators, but when I know a coin's hot and it's holding a fib support, I enter the trade and I put a stop loss outside. Like I enter the trade in the zone, stop loss here, and see what I can get. I like what I'm looking at here for Matrix AI. It's on my radar for a move. I like that I just stumbled over this thing. I know the daily and the 22 are low, so there's a lot of good signs here. 4.5 to 1 risk-reward ratio. Only risk 18 to get 83% gains. This thing looks nice to me. A little overbought on the 15, but the 1 hour time frame could begin its move out of this tight channel. I'm watching Matrix AI for a possible beautiful move to the upside. It's starting to consolidate way nicer than you would believe. Matrix AI. Man, USDT. And if that looks like that, a lot of other AI coins are going to follow suit somewhat in that same parameter. Matrix AI, 1 hour looking very nice. That's a bullish consolidation above the 0.5 Fibonacci level. All right. If that makes sense to you. Fibonacci. Fibonacci, baby. Fibonacci, get to know them. What is the Fibonacci sequence in the golden ratio? Simple explanation. Just break it down for yourself. Get to know it. Make sure it's in your zone. Put it in your conscious. Fibonacci. Man AI. Matrix AI, man. All right. Matrix AI Network. Matrix AI Network, man. Tight. This thing is hot. Low cap gem. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing was up here somewhere at 15 cents in a few months. And it's only 5 cents now. This thing is on my radar for a massive move. I like what I'm seeing for man. All right. So just putting that out there. Man is on the radar. Man is on the radar. All right. And today we hit some gains too. We hit TOKO. Let's talk about TOKO, banging on them. I put out TOKO in the Sabby, cup and handy. And look at this thing booming to the upside, holding a gain. It went up a total of what? 27%, still holding a gain of 13. Bounced off that support line. Previous resistance became new support. TOKO for gains. Fallen wedge, boom. Bit of a cup here, and then it's inside of a bigger cup. Cooper Cup to the upside. Cooper Cup and handle, banging on them. Ba-boom. All right. and there's more out there. Primal back inside a flag in another cup and handle. Primal is above from when we first put it out. Look, Primal still holding gains of 32%. Did a total of 83. Came back. What I do is pull a mini fib in that level, and you can see you're back in the 618 here. This may have more guts to go to the upside here. 40% gains. Watch that 1 hour and the 4. Primal back on the radar for another cup and handle, possibly moving even further to the upside. Watching Primal for possibly more gains coming. All right. All right, everybody. Let's take a look here. Adam, VLS. Let's look at VXV, USDT. All right. Vector Space, Bioscience. I like this thing. It had a nice pump, came back down, but again, consolidating in the tighter zone here. The entire kind of market of DeFi is doing that. So we could revisit a lot of these the way they're looking right now. We bounced off that hidden bullish, and now we're kind of making these, which could actually have huge, huge moves to the upside. You look at the one that you're 22, and they're ready to blast. All right? And they could be getting ready for, step 1, step 2, step 3. And these are just beginning, in my humble opinion. Possibly AI parabolas. And they won't care. Bitcoin will go up and down. They'll do their thing. But in the long run, in the long term, these things could just make bacon on the beach. So I'm starting to watch these very, very closely for bigger moves coming on the radar. 1 hour time frame looks spicy. See, they all look like the same kind of idea here. Just like Matrix AI. See this? So this is kind of what, AGIX, ORAI, they're all going to look very similar to this idea. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. We could take a dump and Bitcoin could ruin every one of these setups. Just because I boast it doesn't mean it's happening. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying should be taken as such. And I'm not a psychic. I'm also not 100% in every single thing that I've ever, on my trades. Highly probable. I look at things every single day. You would hope I have somewhat of a sense about me. All right. But VXV here, USDT. Tight in the channel. Tight moving averages. Oversold 22 hour. We've looked at our bigger time frames. We've done our due diligence. We're not just, aping into nothing. This is a thought out process. We know what it is. We know what exchange it's on. We know its market cap. We know so much about this coin before we just start kind of dipping into it. Okay? We've been tracking it. We watched the hidden bullish. We've been watching it bounce off. We look at our higher lows. We could delete this work here. Same idea is going on. This one's not as nice because it kind of pumped up a little harder. It's a little more in a downward falling wedge, in my humble opinion. AGIX on my radar. Length of the base of the triangle. Interesting. Gains on gains. TOKO banging on them. ARM banging on them. MC banging on them to the upside. Unbelievable. Insanity. Shout out to anyone that jumped on in. TOKO, we nailed them. Nice gains today in the trading group. All right, let's take a look at ORAI, and then I'm out of here. I'm going to take a look at my AI list real quick. See what's brewing. GLQ hit for gains. Parsec still above the entry there, as you can see, making a bit of a bowl, consolidating nicely in its new zone. They're getting ready, in my humble opinion. They were here, they pumped, they consolidated. They pumped, they consolidated. They keep making, look, bowl, just follow the bulls. They just keep seeing them making these bulls here. I like what I'm seeing for these coins. And if they dump, I believe they're still long-term holds for bigger moves. But I mean, like we could get rid of this. I mean, this hit for gains. I already put this out. Look, this is up from entry. 197% gains this thing hit, right? Beautiful move. And this was AI. Of course, I mean, if any coin's called AI, you could say it fell out, fell back in. You got major support here. I'm a support resistance guy. It's not that hard for me to figure out this stuff. And the more you do it, the better you get. I get better every day. I still get better. I got better last week than I was the week before. There's still things to learn. It never ends. This is a craft that has continuation inside. You're never bored. There's always something to work on. There's always something to build. There's always an emotion to key in on or to not use. I mean, like, there's just a way to build. There's a mental strategy. There's a discipline. There's so much to always bring to the table here when it comes to trading. Look at AI. We could end up getting one of these moves here for AI. So you can kind of see how my mind works and begins to build. I tell everyone, just use my overactive, crazy brain. Use it to your advantage before it's gone. You never know. I will not be here forever. You never know when your last day is, so live every day like it is your last day, because you never know when it will be. So because you don't know when it will be, you must live every day like it is your last. You must be open-minded to the idea that every day could be your last. This could be my last live stream. I want to make it the best I ever had. I want to be as loving as I can. I want to be as nice as I can. I want to be as giving as I can. I want to be remembered as a happy guy, as positive as I can, as loving, and that's the key. That's the key to success, being present in the moment, being loving, using love. Love is the strongest frequency in your life. I'm telling you right now, live in love, you have no problems. You live in love and you have no problems whatsoever. I'm telling you right now, no issues at all. Your life will go so swimmingly, it'll be unbelievable. So let's take a look here. AI, USDT on my radar. And this is bullish consolidation, I'm telling you. And it's on support. 4 hour could dump on your face. It definitely could. That's why I use what's called a stop loss. Let's take a look at Aura Chain. These are all doing the same thing. They bounced off the hidden bullish. They came up, they made a higher low. They're in a new trend. Can they get out of their old trend? There are two trends going on now. And so this is what we're seeing across the whole chain market. I've identified the possibilities of a move. You can see this is all the same exact trade. But this is where the money is, everybody. This is where the hotness is. Look at this fall. Look at it. All looks so beautiful. So all the AI coins look very, very similar for a possible big move to the upside here. Aura Chain on the radar. All right. High risk on a Sunday night. I get it, but it is what it is. So Bitcoin, I already went over. I believe we're going to be flat tonight, or the 1 hour could get a bit of a push. We're back inside the pattern. Seem to be okay. If we hold above 21,800, we're all right. And we could wake up tomorrow with a bit of a punch here through the 1 hour time frame. So I'm going to leave you with this tonight, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. Last thing I'm going to look at is the S&P futures just to kind of keep you happy. And look, we're inside this flag. The 1 hour is pushing down, but we could hold above the zone. We need this flag to stay intact. It would be beautiful. Our 4 hours oversold, front-running Bitcoin. So this could actually help Bitcoin pump too as well. So look, the 4 hour about to pump. We're inside of a flag. 4 hours simply says that we're going to make, I already have it up there. 4 hours simply says we're going to make a move to the upside here to 43.50, and that's what we need. Stay above my green zone. Stay above these two highs here. Use that as support. Right now we're battling this area, so we got to get back above 4,100. Let's see if this can happen. You could be in this widening. I guess we fell out of the range, so can the 4-hour get us back above this yellow line? We got to get back above the zone here for the S&P 500, just for everything to be great and dandy for all world markets, personally. Let's take a look at our DXY, the dollar index, and it's pumping. I got this in this bit of a diamond, comes into the diamond. It should dump out the diamond. It's overbought on the 4-hour time frame, and we're back at this resistance point. So I want to see the dollar not get out of this resistance and just kind of have this be a fake out breakout back inside the zone and dump city dump, baby. So 4-hour overbought, hang out, and eventually dump back down here and begin to careen back down to these areas. So we'll watch it closely. But you can see, the dollar's in this little flag too, just like the S&P, similar little chubby flags. But it's overbought on the 1-hour and the 4-hour. And this is a rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. Let's get the dump. Let's get the dump. So that's a good sign for Bitcoin and the S&P 500 for tomorrow morning as we enter into the weekend. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Super Chat, Quant One Day, CTI, AI Deep Dive, Flame, Binary X, and GALA. When did the Super Chats come in? I was on my way out of here. You know what I mean? Like, I'm tired, everyone. I got to bounce. I got to be up tomorrow morning for the live, and I got to do a bunch of things. I got to be up at 7 a.m. Yeah, when did these Super Chats come in? Like, at the end of the stream? I also have really bad gas right now. I don't know if I can do this. I've never said that before. I'm just not. I'm beat. I do this every single day. Like, eventually, like, I grind to a halt. I need my rest. CTI, same thing that we're seeing in the other coins. Same exact thing. All right. So it's an AI coin, obviously, because it's following the AI idea. So Clintex is doing the exact same thing that you just saw in all those other coins. So just put that in your radar. Keep that idea for yourself, and yeah, just remember that. All right. This is just a cool divergence indicator. Divergence for many, indicator V3. But look, tight moving averages, this thing could move all the way up to about 0.9. And you get a quick double up, 4 to 9. That'd be pretty interesting. So, yeah, 126% gainer for CTI. On my radar on the 1-hour. The 4-hour looks good to me. The 22, this thing looks like a winner, bro. I'm going to put it out there. Dude, whoever gave this to us, you're on point. Thank you. Now I'm going to stay late. This is why I always stay late, and I push even harder, even when I'm tired. I tell you what, it's always the last coin that I look at when I'm about to go home that ends up being the winner. It's like you're about to stop, and then this thing looks like it has some legs in it. Tight moving averages. Has a lot of bells and whistles going for me. I like what you're saying here. AI deep dive. Let's take a look at Flame. Fiesta, which actually has been pumping hard recently. I liked it in this channel. It dropped out back into the little bear flag that Bitcoin was in. So honestly, we could look at what that didn't play out, obviously, right? And I'm just saying, not every trade I put out is going to play out. Thank God. If it did, it would be weird. Some of my trades are going to have to dump. It's just going to have to, that's just the facts of life, right? But look, we could look at it this way, getting tighter in the moving averages, starting to hold its own. Pull a little bit of a fib here and see if it can hang out in this 0.5 golden pocket area, right? And just see, it looks like it will squiggle around for a little while here before it finds its way. Pretty strange price action too as well. Binary X is BNX. BNX has been pumping hard. GALA Quant on the 1-day chart. Let's take a look at Quant USDT. I haven't looked at Quant in a while. On KuCoin on the daily. Let's take a look at Quant on the daily. I've been watching Quant on the daily. You had that shoulder, head, and shoulder pumped up. Came right back down. Coiled up. To me, it's in an ascending triangle with a measured move all the way up to 300. I believe it will take 1 to 2 months. Quant will be at 300. It'll be a slow, quick rise, slow, just steady rise because Quant is a very big coin. As long as quant stays above this diagonal trend line, which has been bouncing, and holding nicely with tight moving averages, and you're oversold, I do not see why quant won't be $130 somewhere by June or July at the very latest, maybe even earlier, but somewhere by June or July at the very latest. That's March, April, May, about 3 months to make 100%. That's 30% a month. That's 3% a day, right? Or no, that's 1% a day for the next, 90. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say should be taken as financial advice. But, just ideas here. It's a slow and steady win there, and I'm not guaranteeing it. We could see Bitcoin dump, and this could go all the way back down to the low here at 30. And it could be horrible. Always use a stop loss. But this idea looks like we could get a move here for quant. Back up to 300. The daily does look nice. Thank you for that. I didn't really sell BNX. Let's take a look at BNX. BNX just continues to pump. Thing is out of control. Came down, bounced back again. Binary X here on KuCoin. Came back to life today. I don't really know what's going on with it. It looks like kind of like a pumping kind of, I'm going to leave this alone for now until I kind of know more. Looks a little shady to me. And let's take a look at GALA on KuCoin. GALA's been fighting, came in this nice zone, but when Bitcoin tanked, everything tanked. It did get stopped out for 10% here. Didn't make the move. And GALA's kind of struggling now. Let's take a look, all right? It's doing what Bitcoin's doing. If Bitcoin can't hold that zone, GALA won't be able to hold the zone too, and it will fall lower to this area and these areas. So GALA's just watching Bitcoin. As you can see, it's kind of a prisoner to Bitcoin. And this is the Bitcoin swing up to swing up. It's watching BTC closely, and whatever Bitcoin does, GALA will basically do. It's oversold. It has some hidden bullish, but it doesn't guarantee that, we're going to get a move. So we'll see. GALA had some nice pumpage here, and you could say it's in this falling wedge that may kind of fill out and eventually get a move. But it's really all about Bitcoin right now, and the AI coins have the edge right now over the metaverse coins just for the next couple of days or the next couple of weeks, in my humble opinion. So right now, GALA has this resistance. It has to break back above at 4.5 cents. And then if it gets that bump, it can jump up to this point of control. That's what I'm looking at. And I'm out of here. I just said I'm out. Thank you so much for the love. Shout out to Louis Mez, ESP. Louis, I have to go. I am exhausted. High end 4. All right, last one. This is the last super chat, everybody. My knee hurts. All right. So I've been watching this in the zone. As you can see, it's still there. It did not get stopped out. We could open this up. It's just still consolidating tightly, and at any given moment, you could get stopped out or hit the target. We never know. Only time will tell. It's oversold in the 1 hour time frame. It's oversold in the 4 hour time frame. And it's oversold in the 22. This suggests that you can get a bit of a move here. 15-minute just is a little high. It could throw you out. So if I was watching this, we did get a little bit of a sell-off here. I would watch maybe a small little flag here on the 15, hope for some bullish divergence. Well, you have some really strong bullish divergence here, even though you're kind of overbought on the stochastics. Let me kind of look at this. I mean, that's a nice bullish divergence, just like Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin gets the bounce, you're going to get a bounce. The whole market is waiting for Bitcoin, everybody. If Bitcoin gets a drop, this is going to drop out of the pattern. I mean, even though it's a small cap gem, and I mean, if Bitcoin can go sideways, this has more high probability that it can get leveraged up for that 250% gains, but you never know. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I love you all. Thank you for jumping on in, and I'll see you all tomorrow on the next live, baby. And I'll catch you tomorrow morning. It's 11:51. I need some sleep. I usually go to bed around 10:30 early, but I had to push it for the live, and I'll catch you tomorrow. 377 likes, of course, as I'm walking out the door. The 77 slaps me on the back and says, great job. Everybody, let's go back to that Twitter feed. Thank you so much. What are your goals for Bitcoin in 2023? What coins are you looking to build? And we'll answer this tomorrow. HODL for sure, as many Bitcoins as possible. Get as close to 1 Bitcoin as possible. I love that. Have my eye on GALA short. HODL, I like it. Stack Quant and NMW. Yes, Morpheus. Yup. DSLA, any thoughts? Multiple bags, 10 Bitcoin. Let's go. Shout out to Scott. You're going to get there. Whatever you believe in, you're going to do, baby. You're going to do. Do you think the NFL is rigged? 166 votes, 63% people said yes, 18 said no way, 17% said I know nothing. So most people do believe it is rigged. I stopped watching long ago. I thought we all knew it was rigged. That's what my dad said. WWE in pads, I agreed. Played sports myself. You can fake a physical sport like that. It's not WWE. I did play sports too. And so there's people on both sides of the ring. He says no way. They say, come on. It's interesting how both people believe both sides. But hey, Everyone's open to their opinion. It's interesting. I love the discourse here back on Twitter. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. I'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. for another beautiful live stream. Be safe. Thank you.